What is your mission in life? I get asked questions all the time for people trying to help me figure out what their mission in life is, what their purpose is. I can't do that. Neither can anyone else. You have to reach down inside yourself. You have to reach deep, deep, deep inside of yourself and find the thing that moves you. I can't do that for you, but I can help you understand what those things are. When you experience something, when you came across something, did you ever feel to yourself like, man, I could do this for the rest of my life? And it doesn't matter what it is. If you ever felt that way, and not like I would like to do this, or I would rather do this, but like something that you were like, man, if I could do this for the rest of my life, I would be happy. If you've ever come across something like that, man, that's a key contender. If you've ever engaged with something that when you engage with it, it actually just gives you more energy. You feel more energized every single time you engage with this specific thing. So if you did it for 10 hours throughout the whole day, you actually still have, at the end of those 10 hours, you still have enough energy within you to keep doing more of it or to go about the rest of your day. It doesn't drain you. You actually get energized from it. That's a key contender. If you just have ever desired something so deeply, you want it. Like, love this saying, you want it more than you want air to breathe. That is a major contender. So I had a different process that I developed, but since then I came across one that's actually a little bit simpler. So we're just going to use that one. It was either Charlie Munger or, as far as I understand, it was either Charlie Munger or it was Warren Buffett. I believe it was Charlie Munger who came up with this thing. Anybody who wants to do this exercise, go ahead, hit pause right now, go get a pen and paper, hit pause, come back. Welcome back if you just came back. If you didn't hit pause, please, for the love of God, pause the video, go get a pen and paper, and come back. Take 5 minutes to focus on just this task and write down in 5 minutes everything that you want in this life. Write down everything that you want in this life. It doesn't matter how much you want it or how little you think you want it. Just, is it important and you want it? Write it down. Go ahead and put a 5-minute timer, whatever. Take your time. It doesn't matter. Hit pause. If you hit pause, welcome back. Now that you've done the first part of the list, go ahead and take another piece of paper. Now take your first list and write it in the list of importance to you. So a list of priority. Which one is most important? Which one is the second most important? And on and on and on and on and on. So go ahead and take a moment, pause the video, and put everything in list of priority. If you did it, welcome back. If you didn't, please, for the love of God, hit pause and do what I'm asking you to do. Now, you should have a list of what's most important to you in the order of priority to you. Go ahead and take your pen and draw a line between 3 and 4. 1, 2, and 3. You can have those in this life. You most likely have enough time in this lifetime to get 1, 2, and 3 on your list. But you can cross everything from 4 down off the list. In order to get 1, 2, and 3, it will come at the cost of everything from 4 down. You will need to sacrifice everything underneath 3 in order to have 1, 2, and 3. That is the cost. You will, in order to get things in life, they will come. The more important things are, the more sacrifices have to be made in order to get those things. So whatever 1, 2, and 3 was, that you can have those most likely. Most likely you have enough time in your lifetime to gain those 3 things, or at least do a really good job of going after them. But you will have to sacrifice everything else underneath as the cost for those things. If you attempt to go after more than 1, 2, and 3, you will most likely end up with none of them. You do not have the time and energy, most likely, to gain all of those things. So they have a saying, consolidation builds wealth. That means you have to concentrate on a very limited, narrow scope in order to create wealth. Then they say diversification is what helps keep wealth. So you have to get to a certain point where you're considered quote unquote wealthy, and then you can go ahead and diversify, and that's what helps you keep your wealth. But in order to build wealth, you have to consolidate your effort. You have to consolidate your time, effort, consistency, and any willingness to suffer that you have on that thing or those couple of things in order to create wealth. Your life is going to be the same. You will have to consolidate, you will have to concentrate your time, effort, consistency, and willingness to suffer on those 3 things, and it will come at the cost of everything else. And if you attempt to get anything beyond number 3, you will most likely end up with none of them. Now, this is the thing. If you do a good enough job, if you concentrate on the first 3 well enough, over certain amount of years, you could come to a point where you can diversify a little bit further. For instance, let's say family was not in the top 3. Okay, so that's going to come there. Your time with your family is going to come at a cost for 1, 2, and 3. Now, if you get successful enough, obviously, you can start incorporating your family into what your business ventures or how you're going about your business ventures. So if you're successful enough and you don't have to be in the office, you're still going to be on the phone. You're still going to be on your laptop. You're still going to be doing business, but you could be doing it in the company of your household or going on family vacations. You're still going to be working. If you have kids and they get old enough, they can be part of your business. There's plenty of people that do this. The Murdoch family, the family that owns LMVH or whatever, they do this. So all these things are possible for you to be able to diversify better over time, but it will take a large concentration of effort over a great period of time for you to be able to diversify like that. 1, 2, and 3. You can have those. 4 and down will be the cost of 1, 2, and 3. If you're willing to make that sacrifice, you can have the things that you truly want. If you are not willing to make that sacrifice, you will most likely end up with nothing.